I got to hang out with Pimp C like a week before he died. I met him and hung out with him in the studio for a couple hours. And then, we were making plans to do an interview. Like, we didn't do an interview that day because he didn't have his haircut. And he wanted to be fresh on camera. You know what I mean? But he was down to do it, blah, blah. He just dropped this UGK mixtape. We was chopping it up. And then a week later, I got the news. And it was fucked up. But what I do remember was that Pimp C was a character.
Oh my God.
Like
Jesus Christ.
like Pimp C on record was Pimp C in real life.
Yeah.
Like that was the amazing part to me.
Yeah, he didn't hold nothing back. He didn't hold no punches.
Nah.
If he had something to say about somebody, he said it.
He told me some funny ass stories about some other rappers that I cannot say on camera. I'll tell you after.
Yeah, man, oh my God, man, that was like my brother. Pimp C was at my house, down the street from you, the day before he died.
Oh wow, yeah, because he was in L.A.
Yeah,
it was in L.A.
He came to L.A. for me. We did. He came. I'm gonna tell you the whole story. When I first moved to L.A. in 06, he was locked up at the time. I think, but it was close to him getting out. I think, and I produced a single for him, the Players Anthem. With them and Outkast. 3 6 Mafia was originally on it, but we was fresh off the Oscar, so Sony was tripping out giving them single rights for us, but we was on the album version. So they used Outkast for the single version. I know it was their first #1 song and their first platinum album, cause I got that plaque at home. Pimp C was returning the favor for me. He was like, man, anything you need me on, let me know, blah blah blah. So I was like, I want to put you on this new 3 6 Mafia album we was making. It was the last 3 6 Mafia album we made, the last to walk. And Pimp C was on that album. We had just recorded that song. We redid, what's the name of that song? Pocket Full of Stones, but we call Riding on the Chrome. And he did that song, and we was at my house in LA. And then he spent the night over my house. We stayed up till the next morning, and he took the garbage out for my son. My son, he was like, "Oh, you little man, sit down and finish eating your breakfast. I do all this shit." Cause my son knew he had to take the garbage to the street every day, and we had a gate around the house, so he had to, open the gate and take it out there and close the gate. He knew that was his job every morning. And Pimp C did that for him. We hung out till about 11 o'clock, and then I got my guy to drive Pimp C in my car. I was like, man, I'm fucking about to pass out, man. And Pimp C was staying away in Hollywood. So my guy drove Pimp C in my car to his hotel, and then he came back. And he was like, Pimp C left this CD in your car. I was like, what is this? And it was like some unreleased songs. It was this dude named 17 that he was producing. This shit was hard as fuck. And I was trying to call him all that day so I could tell him I was gonna bring the CD by there, but I didn't get in touch with him. I couldn't get in touch with him. So next day, I know we had the same manager at that time. I was trying out this manager.
Rick Martin?
Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who introduced me to Pimp C, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying out Rick. We wasn't with Rick long. It was Rick and another guy we was with. And Rick called me like Sunday night or something. Pimp was over my house Friday night, Saturday morning. He called me like Sunday night or Monday morning or something. He's like, I got something to tell you. And I was like, what? And he's like, let me make sure it's true, and I'm gonna call you back. I'm finna go to Pimp's hotel, but something happened. And I'm like, what happened? He like, they wouldn't tell me on the phone. They said they'd tell me in person, see security when I get there. And he went in there and saw Pimp C body. Pimp C was still in there. He said Pimp C was like, he was laying down like he was praying. And but it was blood all over the bed, like he threw it up, but they thought he had been shot in the head. They didn't know what the hell happened because there was blood all over the bed, but he was kneeled down like he had been praying. And the candles had been burnt all the way down. So they knew he had probably been dead for like a day or something because he always lit these candles to help him sleep because I think he had sleep apnea. So he always lit these big, tall candles. And with that candle to be burnt all the way down, they were like, he must have been dead for a while. So that's what he called and told me. I was like, oh, shit. And we did the song, we brought the song, and then we put Rest in Peace, all that shit before it. But that was the last song that he recorded, that song right there.
Yeah, man, he was one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
I think people forget about him sometimes.
Yeah, and he used to make beats too.
And he used to sing the hooks.
Yeah, that man was hard, boy. He was real hard. He could play the guitar. He could play the guitar a little bit. He was real hard.
You told Trina, I think, on Twitter that you'll suck a fart out of her butt.
I've told Trina that in person.
In person?
I've told Trina that on the Breakfast Club. I've told her that just when you see her hanging out in Miami, me, her, and Lala might be in Miami. Like, I want to suck a fart out your butt, Trina. Like, Trina is the hood nigga's dream.
I can't speak for every black person, but generally, we don't fuck with Beck, just like we don't fuck with Eminem.
You fuck with Eminem?
King of hip hop.